Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? Today is Monday, July 27th, I believe. Waiting for a few folks to come on in here live. I appreciate you being here. If you are a cross watcher, my name is Sonia Marie, and I write for Essence Magazine. I have the horoscope column in the back. I also do wonderful readings for folks. Also, couple readings as well. Did y'all know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Hey, Bijou. Nice to see you here. I'm so glad that you came on through. I love that you pop in live. Great supporter. I'm so grateful for your support and your love, for real, for real. Urban Goddess is here as well. Yo, check the description box below this particular video if you want to know more about a sister and the things that are going on. Book releases and such and such and such. Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. What's up, Rob? How are you? I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Bijou, for saying that. Brianna's here. I missed you the other day, young lady. I really, really did. Knew for sure we were going to see you. Hi, Moni Love. What's up? Katrina's here. And Gail Lennon. It's been a while. I know who you is, girl. G Lennon. Let me run and get your coins. Is that what that said? Yeah, Ramon, polish my pearl. What's up with y'all? I appreciate y'all being here. Look, this is not going to be a very long video because it's pretty simple what's going on. Hi, Angie P. It's pretty simple what's going on this week. However, we may not take it as such. It's going to feel like Mercury retrograde this week in a whole nother different kind of spin with a little irritation and arrogance added to it. I'm like, where did that come from? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to run down some aspects in a little bit, but I want to set y'all up to know, to remind you of this. First of all, Mercury, the planet itself, is in the sign of Cancer. Whenever Mercury is in Cancer, and if you have a natal Mercury in Cancer, it makes you an intuitive listener. It makes you an intuitive communicator, speaker, and all that. You have to move on your feelings. What's happening this week is that there's some information that hi Sam, there's some information that may or may not match up to your feelings, and then you don't know what to do. Hence Mars. Mars is the dude planet. Mars is the action planet. Mars is aggression as well. Hi, Christopher. Mars is aggression as well. So there's like this conglomerate. There's like a crazy ass stew of what Mercury should do and how you should think and the resources that you receive and the people that the information is coming from gets a little misconstrued, and then one person knows more than the next, and there's just this weird ass irritating like field of misunderstandings that's potentially could throw you out of the game. And what I mean by that is like allow you to become so irritated and so exhausted, mentally exhausted, that you feel like you don't want to do anything, and then you get stumped knowing exactly that there's some things that you have to do. You just want to get stumped and kind of hide out. I'm kind of like giving y'all a little warning to tell you don't go down that route. At the very least, discover what needs to happen within your intuition. A lot of my clients ask me, and you may already know this. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Kimberly. Wait, hold on. Kimberly. I knew that was what I saw. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Hi, Ann. Listen, what would be good, a lot of clients of mine ask, like, how do I know my intuition is speaking to me when it speaks to me? Well, hi, Kimmy. Well, intuition, God's voice, spirit, speaks very definite and mostly once, twice within a day, but it's sure, you know? This thing that's coming up on over us this week is going to be it could show up a couple of different ways. The first way that I see is that it doesn't sound like intuition. It sounds like a machine, and it sounds like you having to do something and you telling yourself over and 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 over again. I should go to the store. You should go to the store. Should I go to the store? I don't know if I should go to the store. Maybe I should go to the store. If I go to the store, then maybe such and such will be there when I get to the store. I don't know if I have enough money for the store. Oh my God, if I pay this at the store, then I won't have money for rent. Hey, that's not intuition. That's the brain going bananas. There's a card in a deck that I use throughout my readings with particular clients, and it's the mind card. I'm telling you, it feels like that this week, y'all. The mind card, and it's this ugly, like very, very unattractive picture of a cartoon woman who has really huge lips, big eyes, and chimneys that are coming out of her head. And it's a ranting and raving factory of just information and things to be said over and over and over again. That the mind is going bananas and it does not know how to get on par and get on track with whatever it is going on, right? So oftentimes when the mind goes bananas like that, right, we want to give it control because our spirit feels like it's out of control. That makes sense? Y'all a little quiet. Yes, yes, y'all? Because the spirit feels like it's out of control, so the mind will say, I know what to do. I'm arrogant enough to push through this feeling right here, and I'm going to tell us exactly what it is that we need to do. Well, pause. Per that card in my particular deck, the mind is the servant. I'm glad y'all responded. Thank you. Hi, Jesse. The mind is the servant. Y'all know that, right? The heart and the soul, your intuition, your spirit, where you are led to be, where you are led to go, is the beginning and the end. Is the teller, you understand what I'm saying, of the tale, who architects, who's an architect, and who is the the force behind what it is your purpose is here on the planet. The mind facilitates that. And oftentimes we start to get challenged when our mind wants to take over in this arrogant way, right? The reason why I titled this Alternative Intelligence is because oftentimes we have to do things that we have no resources in regards to. Oftentimes we have to do things when there's nobody there that will agree with us and think that we're crazy. Oftentimes the brain has to take a back seat in a sense, and we have to allow our mind and our souls to move forward, to push forward in the ways that we know how, in the way that we are convicted and understand from the inside out. This is no new news to a lot of you. I understand that. You may think, okay, well, Sonia, we get this already. However, what we don't get is how to respond to situations when they come up so quickly, when they come up out of the blue. You understand what I'm saying? Mars is in Aries. So if our brain spins out and our Mars is like, all right, we got to do something because Mars is action, right? Then it's going to do it in Aries, really, really hard bent, really, really confrontational at times, full of angst, full of fire. You understand what I'm saying? So the bottom line is your reaction can burn down your opportunities. Your reactions can stop you from thinking the best thing to do, the I should say, the order in which you should do. Get off of this thing. I am currently sharing public space, so I'm doing my best to stay focused and listen as well. Oftentimes, all of our situations are not necessarily set up the way we want them to be set up, right? This is a perfect example of a couple of people in my building that are in this space. I'm not mad about it at all. But what I'm saying is this helps to keep the mind sharp. Does that make sense? Can I use this situation as an example? Keep the mind sharp, on focus, on point, regardless of what's around you, knowing that you have to do what you have to do, what you're being called in this moment to do. That makes sense, right? Because otherwise you're looking for the perfect situation and that may not happen for you. But what does spirit say? What does your soul say? Bust this. Thursday is the day to look for. Thursday, Wednesday slipping off into Thursday, okay, is what I'm talking about in regards to this intellectual prowess being challenged, your intellectual prowess being challenged, and the alternative intelligence that I believe in my heart and mind and soul that we can adopt. Hello, Natasha. How you doing? That we can adopt and adapt to in this moment in time. Okay, check this out. On Thursday, there's so much shit going on, I can't even begin to tell you. First of all, let's just talk about the Mercury aspects. For those that know astrology out there, comment, share with and Jupiter, right? Don't let your thought process keep you from your abundance. So first and foremost, your brain is out of sorts thinking, okay, we need to do X, Y, and Z. We need to communicate X, Y, and Z, depending on what it is that I feel. Because remember I said Mercury is in Cancer, and nobody is thinking and or being connected to their communicative ways of being without the feels, right? Without really understanding what it makes them feel, how it makes them feel, or how it makes it feel to the recipient, right? The person who is receiving whatever information that's coming. So so you're not supposed to get that abundance, that prosperity, the Mercury opposition Jupiter. What are you lacking? Right? On that same day, or I should say, what do you think you're lacking? On that same day, though, Mercury is trying Neptune to say you probably want to stay into it. Neptune, all about spirit, all about intuition, all about connectedness, all about music and art and creativity from a higher realm. You dig what I'm saying? Falling in line with our brain. But for some reason, we kind of want the brain to make sense this week because it's being challenged. So what do? We want it to make sense, but what do we really do? We challenge our brain to come up with the best solution possible. Because if we don't, then we feel stupid. If we don't, we feel duped. If we don't, we feel like somebody has control over us. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Again, as I do my best to channel information to you. Throughout this week, you are not any less smarter than you were last week. Understand this. But this week will make you feel like you're off kilter. And this week you'll get information through your dream time, through conversations that are so dead on point in your spirit, truthfully, that's what you should go with. But your brain will tell you different. Hear what I'm saying, y'all? Please, y'all get this? All right. The same day, what else is so Mercury will be challenged, quincux by the moon. There it is. It's already happening for you, Bijou. I'm telling you. To be honest with you, there's some other shit that's happening today that kind of makes us feel a little bit out of sorts. But if you're sensitive like that, you absolutely will feel it climbing throughout this week. Honestly, I can't say it enough to say, you're not crazy. You're not going crazy. When you feel that way, sit down, get centered, listen to your intuition, and if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. That same day on Thursday, again, the moon is quincunxing Mercury. That means your emotions are irritating the way you think, and the way you think are irritating your emotions. Okay? This is an interesting conglomerate of aspects I can't even begin to tell you. And if that's not enough, on that day has nothing to do with Mercury, but I want to explain to y'all in astrology that other planets affect other planets because it's a big old universe in which I like to say it's like a domino effect. So if Mercury is out of sorts that day, then here comes Venus. Here comes Venus, quincunxing Pluto. Now you feel powerless because of the brain going through its changes. Again, like I just said, it's about you feeling punked, you feeling like you're dumb or stupid, and those are the lack of better words. I say that to say that those are the lack. I'm doing my best to concentrate. Lack of the best way of saying it, right? But it's just feeling a little imbalance, right? That explains the migraine. Yeah. So I tend to think that migraines, they can kind of come from anywhere, right? But the main thing is that you're over pushing your brain, to be truthful with you, to go back to normal or to see things in a way in which you deem to be important, like forcing your brain to think in a way that you think that you should think. Feeling powerless. Look, this is not good or bad. I just read somebody said, I'm not looking forward to this week. This is not good or bad information. If anybody knows me, know this, that any broadcast, any read I give you, any conversation that we have, it's never ever good or bad. It's never what we should do and what we, oh, thank you, Spirit, for reminding me that. It's never fearing one thing over the other. And it's never putting one thing on a pedestal over the other either. Oh, this week is going to be glorious. Come down off of all of that. It's all necessary. It's all necessary. So the other side of this is testing your brain, testing this situation and opportunity. Y'all hear what I'm saying without saying it? Testing this situation and this opportunity, right? To say, look, it's the growth, it's the preparation, y'all, yes. But to say, look, actually my brain can handle what I need for it to handle, and then I'm gonna rely on other things to take care of it if it can. If it can't, I'm gonna leave it. It is a form of knowing what you can do and surrendering the rest. Because we in this society believe that the brain is the end all to be all. We in this society believe that information is definite, is necessary. We in this society believe that if we are not smart, if we are not in the know, then we are not abundant, then we are not loved, then we are not in control, and all these other things. I'm here to tell you that you may feel like you are in the undertow of that. And you may feel powerless because of it and because of how we were raised and what the society deems to be important. You are none of those things. You are the best you can be in this moment in time, and it gives you an opportunity to tap into your intuition more than anything. More than anything, right? Because once you do that, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you need to do. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need anyone's validation. We try to stay on top of shit so society can validate how important or how rich, how wealthy, how strong, how intelligent we are. We don't need that. We don't need them to validate how smart we are. Are y'all hearing me? I'm doing my best to try not to beat you up, but I'm going around in a situation so I can make this point known. It's not for you to get shaky. It's for you to be prepared and to walk into it, knowing that you are the best that you can be in this moment in time, and don't shake from that. On another level too, get this, because the brain is being challenged in its way and the Neptune is thrown in there, truthfully, to me, I try to interpret it in a couple of different ways. And the next, that's why I was like, thank you, Spirit. The next way in which I'm interpreting it is this portal that's opening. Excuse me for burping, y'all. This portal that's opening. I felt really shaky yesterday, standing on a very small two-step stool, and I got real dizzy. And I was like, what the heck is that? It wasn't nothing else but the fact that I felt a surge, like that was coming through my body, and literally it started in my head. So then I started to do my research for you guys to prepare for the weekly rundown like I always do. I did this yesterday because I was like, okay, something is not going right. Lo and behold, it's Mercury and Mercury and Neptune doing its thing, adjusting. Just like Bijou said, I've already felt this. Yeah. So it's like, if you've been feeling it in one particular way, ears ringing. Was that you who texted me about their ears ringing? Kimmy? Ears ringing, feeling dizzy, feeling cloudy, forgetting words, for misunderstanding certain things. Yes, it was you. Yes, it's all of that. It's all of that. Ears ringing, feeling dizzy, feeling unnerved, feeling like you don't know your name, trying to relay information to people, and it's actually coming. How about this for size? It's actually coming out a whole lot better than what you planned and thought. But then ego says, that's not what we said. That's not what we planned. That's not what we gathered. So what you're saying is wrong. But rewind that shit and see if actually what you said was better than what you planned to say. Because why? You're opening up to this porthole, this information, this energy that's surging through your body that's coming from spirit. Intuition. This makes sense to y'all? Yes, yes, y'all? You went to, oh, wow. It makes sense. Good. And I'm glad you didn't have to stay in that hospital. Okay, now that the distractions are almost gone, or they kind of are, and I'm grateful for where I am. They're kind of dispersed. Spirit is funny, especially when you pray before a thing. here's the deal though, y'all. Um, that's what we need to pay attention to. So it's not so much of the brain and its activity, but it's communication on high. It's communication from all sorts of places that are literally trying to come through and push and clean out old ways of thinking and being. And now it's this week is hitting our central nervous system. This week is hitting our spine. This week is hitting our brain. Y'all getting this? This week it's coming through rewiring our electrical circuits. Crowns are opening up, Sam. Yes. So I do my best to speak from a layman position, talking about Mercury and how it's affecting particular planets. But the bigger picture of it, as we know, because we're connected like that, it's energy. Insomnia like crazy. It's energy that pushes through your body to rework you. Don't take Mercury and its thrown offness, that's a word, as a personal dig and the fact that you're going to be confused all week. Stop and let the confusion play itself out. Okay? I hope this makes sense to y'all. At 21 minutes and 11 seconds, I'm going to need to go. But I just wanted to drop that in your ear real quick and let you know you're not crazy, and you may get the dizzies and you may not speak in the way that you desire or thought about, but you are being guided and reworked. So I leave you with this. Sleep as much as possible. Sleep as much as possible. Say as little as possible. You understand? If you can. If you need to create a system in which you want to be taken seriously and with clarity, maybe write something down before you actually say it. You understand? Clear out your brain. Get connected. Pray all day and night. I say pray on everything. Pray all day and night to help to guide your thoughts. And by the way, I'll leave you with this too. Archangel Gabriel, if you don't know anything about Archangel Gabriel, is the archangel for communication. All day, every day, if you must, even when it feels challenging, ask Gabriel, how is this challenge making me better? Pray to Archangel Gabriel. Google Archangel Gabriel, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Use the assistance from the other side to help us through these times so we can get the best out of it, instead of thinking that it's a personal dig and we're just gonna be fucked up. No, it's a reason behind everything. All right? Be good to yourself. I'll talk to you soon. See you.